What if I told you the very part of the egg you've been avoiding for decades, the yolk, might be the part your brain, your muscles, and even your aging metabolism need the most, especially after 50? And what if removing it, in the name of protecting your heart, is quietly creating a different kind of risk, one that doesn't show up on a cholesterol test until it's already too late? I'm Dr. Richard, and today we're going to unpack one of the most misunderstood foods in modern nutrition, egg yolks. Because the real question is not simply, are egg yolks good or bad? The real question is, what are they doing inside your body right now? For decades, egg yolks were blamed for heart disease. You were told to throw them away, eat only the whites, and avoid cholesterol at all costs. One egg yolk contains about 180 to 200 milligrams of cholesterol. So the logic was simple. Eat cholesterol, raise cholesterol, clog arteries. Your body doesn't just absorb cholesterol like a sponge. It regulates it. Your liver produces about 70 to 80% of the cholesterol in your body. And when you eat more cholesterol from food, in many cases, your liver compensates by producing less. This is called cholesterol homeostasis, a balancing system. So for a large portion of people, eating egg yolks does not significantly raise blood cholesterol in a harmful way. But that's only part of the story. And this is where things become more important after 50. As you age, your metabolism changes. Your cells become less sensitive to insulin. Inflammation levels tend to rise. Recovery slows down, and your body becomes less efficient at regulating internal systems that once worked automatically. This means the conversation about egg yolks is no longer just about cholesterol. It's about how your body handles stress, inflammation, and metabolic pressure. Because here's the deeper truth. Heart disease is not simply caused by cholesterol. It's driven by damaged cholesterol. Specifically, oxidized LDL. LDL is often called bad cholesterol. But LDL itself is not inherently dangerous. It becomes dangerous when it is oxidized, when it is chemically damaged by inflammation and oxidative stress. Think of it like this. LDL is like a delivery truck carrying fats through your bloodstream. But when that truck is damaged, when it's rusted, unstable, and inflamed, it starts sticking to artery walls. That's when plaque begins to form. So the real issue is not just how much cholesterol you have, it's the environment that cholesterol is moving through. Because while egg yolks contain cholesterol, they also contain compounds that may help protect your body from the very damage that turns cholesterol into a problem. Let's go deeper. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources of choline. Now, choline doesn't get much attention, but inside your body, it plays a critical role in brain function. Choline is used to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory, learning, and muscle control. And after 50, this becomes critical, because natural levels of acetylcholine decline with age. This is one of the reasons memory becomes less sharp, focus weakens, and cognitive processing slows down. So when you remove egg yolks completely, you may also be removing one of your most accessible sources of this brain-supporting nutrient. And this is where it gets more serious. Low choline intake has been associated with increased risk of cognitive decline. In other words, avoiding egg yolks to protect your heart may not be the full story when it comes to protecting your brain. But that's still not the full picture. Egg yolks also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that accumulate in the retina of your eye. These compounds act like internal sunglasses. They filter harmful blue light and reduce oxidative damage in the eye, helping protect against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss after 60. And here's what's interesting. Studies have shown that the lutein in egg yolks is actually more bioavailable, more easily absorbed, than the same compounds from many vegetables. So again, removing the yolk doesn't just remove cholesterol, it removes protection. Now, let's talk about energy and fatigue. Many people over 50 experience a gradual decline in energy levels. They feel more tired, less motivated, slower to recover. And often, they assume this is just aging. But biologically, part of this fatigue is connected to how your cells produce energy. Inside every cell are structures called mitochondria, your cellular power plants. And these mitochondria require specific nutrients to function properly. Egg yolks contain several of them. Vitamin B12, which supports red blood cell formation and nerve function. Vitamin D, which plays a role in immune regulation and muscle function. And healthy fats, which help stabilize energy and support hormone balance. So when egg yolks are removed consistently, over time, the body may become less supported in these subtle but important ways. But now we need to address something critical, because egg yolks are not automatically beneficial for everyone. And this is where personalization becomes essential. There is a group of people known as hyperresponders. These individuals, about 20 to 30% of the population, experience a noticeable rise in LDL cholesterol when they consume dietary cholesterol. This is more common in people with type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome. And in these cases, the response to egg yolks may be different. But even here, the situation is not as simple as it appears. Because in many hyperresponders, HDL, the good cholesterol, also rises. And the ratio between LDL and HDL often remains balanced. So again, the body is adapting, not simply reacting. And this is where most people go wrong. It's not the egg, it's what comes with the egg. Eggs are often eaten alongside processed meats, bacon, sausages, refined oils, white bread. Bacon breakfast, processed food. These foods increase inflammation, oxidative stress, and metabolic strain. So when studies show negative outcomes with egg consumption, they are often observing a pattern, not a single food. In contrast, when eggs are consumed with vegetables, fiber, and whole foods, the metabolic response is very different. Inflammation is lower, blood sugar is more stable, nutrient absorption improves. Same egg, different outcome. But what happens next matters most. Because now we arrive at the question you've been waiting for. Should you eat egg yolks after 50 or avoid them? Here's the answer. For most people, egg yolks can be part of a healthy diet, even after 50. Healthy senior eating. Eggs meal. For most healthy individuals, about 1 egg per day is generally considered safe and may even be beneficial. Second, preparation. Avoid cooking eggs at very high temperatures with refined oils. This creates oxidation, damaging the very fats you're trying to consume. Instead, choose boiled, poached, soft scrambled. Gentle cooking preserves nutrients and reduces oxidative stress. Third, combination. Pair eggs with vegetables, spinach, tomatoes, mushrooms. Vegetable omelet, healthy meal. This adds fiber, antioxidants, and reduces the inflammatory load of the meal. And here's the part most people never hear. If your diet is already high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, removing egg yolks will not fix the problem. But improving your overall metabolic environment, that changes everything. Healthy lifestyle, daily habits. Because your body is not responding to a single food. It's responding to a pattern. So instead of asking, are egg yolks good or bad? Ask a better question. What kind of environment am I creating inside my body? Is it inflamed or balanced? Is it overloaded or supported? Because in a balanced system, egg yolks may provide nutrients your body is quietly lacking. But in a stress system, even healthy foods can behave differently. Let's bring this together. Egg yolks contain cholesterol, yes, but they also contain choline for brain health, antioxidants for eye protection, vitamins for energy, and fats that support hormonal balance. They are not a miracle food, and they are not a dangerous one. They are a biologically active food that must be understood, not feared. So I want to ask you something. Have you been throwing away the yolk, thinking you're protecting your heart? Or have you been eating eggs without thinking about how they're prepared or what they're paired with? Your answer matters, because small daily habits, repeated over years, shape your biology far more than any single test result. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. How many eggs do you eat each week? And has your view on egg yolks changed after understanding what's really happening inside your body? Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who still believes egg yolks are the enemy. Because sometimes the truth isn't what we were told. It's what our biology has been trying to show us all along. I'm Dr. Richard, and I'll see you in the next one.